It's been a long day of travel, but we're here.
Where are we?
Well, we're in Orvieto,
Uh-huh.
but we have to take a funiculare in order to get up to wherever the heck we're going.
This is a very hilly town, apparently.
Yes.
In fact, I can see the hill right there. I guess we're up there.
Yes.
All right, onward and upward?
Onward and upward.
All right, let's go.
I'm Judy.
And I'm Kevin. Welcome back to Finding Gina Marie, where we share our lives as full-time travelers and the connections we make along the way.
We've had a lot of our viewers recommend Orvieto to us, so we're excited to be exploring it for the first time. We're here for 11 days.
We're actually excited just to be back in Europe. It's been so long. 7 months in Asia and Southeast Asia. It's just incredible.
And it's also Kevin's birthday today.
Oh, that's right. I'm a young 62.
So what are we off to do as the most exciting thing that you've been waiting to do once we were back in Italy?
I've had one Italian meal and last night was delicious, but I have yet to have my morning coffee, my cappuccino and pastries in Italy, and I'm looking forward to that so much.
So come along with us as we find a place to eat.
All right, our order showed up. It's been a long time since I had a gelato in Italy, and I've missed my raisins because South Korea did not like raisins. There was no raisin desserts, there were no raisin candies.
Not a lot of the world likes raisins.
A lot of the world likes raisins. That's a lie. The Italians love raisins, so you should love raisins. Oh, and our cappuccino too. It's a good day. It's a good day. That is not just a little chocolate in that, or in that thing. That is huge.
It's a lot of chocolate. It's tasty though. Well, this entire street is the Bottega di Michelangelo. So basically a street containing his workshop. The Michelangelo workshop was established in 1798 and is known throughout the world for its finely crafted items in wood. We're here at the Palazzo del Popolo, and it's a 14th century palace that was originally lived in by the captain of the people. And at one time it also was the home of the mayor. Currently it's just a convention center and it's not open to tours. So you can just look around, but it's pretty grand and stately looking, and it's in this nice piazza. Overall, I think it's a cozy little area. Every part of Orvieto has really so charming. Can't almost get over it.
It's a very foggy morning. We have a little market set up here, which I wasn't expecting.
And what's delightful is it's 8 a.m. and there are plenty of bars open for coffee, which makes us very happy.
Yes. Although we'd be happier if it was sunny out and a little bit warmer.
Laura, buongiorno.
Quattro? Sì, sì, sì.
No, no, ho fatto, sono rientrato.
È venuta a sinfonia martedì, ha detto anche mia
That's rolling pin. You were making some serious dough with that.
The wood's beautiful too.
Yep, olive wood. In 1263, in nearby Bolsena, Italy, a Eucharistic miracle occurred when a consecrated host began to bleed onto the corporal cloth that the Eucharistic host and chalice were resting on.
The linen cloth relic is housed in the left side chapel of Orvieto's Duomo and is only on display during certain feast days.
Change? Double fisting it, huh?
This is Kevin's. This one's mine.
Oh, sure, now.
Our first gelato back in Italy. Buon appetito.
Worthy?
Hazelnut and chocolate and dark chocolate.
Buonissimo?
Benissimo. It's noon on a Monday, and I wouldn't think that that would be the busiest time of day or even day of the week to have this much activity. But you can see people are already having aperitivi, and one of the nice things is that a lot of these places have covered awnings, or they're in an alleyway, which means that it's not going to be direct sun. So even if you come in during the summer, you're probably going to be cool and comfortable.
Although we've been looking for a little bit of sun, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So it's kind of reverse, but today's a great day.
Beautiful weather. We're heading into Torre del Moro, and that is the Tower of the Moor. And we're going up 240 steps in order to see the 360-degree view from the top of the clock tower. It's supposed to be outstanding. The weather is gorgeous, and we think we're gonna love it. Come on up. So it sounds like it's 240 steps up, or you can take an elevator, and then it's 170. So
Yeah, we're just
just
gonna.
pick your poison.
There's the elevator, but we're gonna do the whole thing. Why not? At least for now, these are pretty comfortable steps. We've gone up some in some churches that are old, worn down stones, irregular. These are a little easier. So the old clock used to be run by this, which looks fairly simple for a clock mechanism. Even though these are more comfortable steps, they're taking their toll. I'm not sure how far I am up there. Drew's a little bit ahead of me. So it looks like here's some old edges of the stairway that used to be here. Definitely was more mixed in with the rock. Oh no, we got the modern one though. Daylight. Oh, all right. Reward. Magnificent views of Orvieto. And yes, I am still breathing heavy. Before we started our walk, we heard the bells going off. This may be a little loud if this is ringing while you're actually up here. So maybe it was good that we delayed it by a few minutes. It might be down right now. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful views. This is a very picturesque town, and since it's got a rolling hillside around it, it just frames it well.
You can see that once you're finally up here, that there is kind of a bit of a fence. So for little kids, you'd probably need to lift them up. But once
Just
you're
not over
inside,
the fence. Don't do that.
But once you're inside, it's actually not a big circumference.
Right.
So I don't know, for all of the stairs and how big the building is, walking up here really is a reasonably small amount of space.
Yeah, it probably doesn't hold too many people up here.
Right.
We haven't seen a lot of traffic come up. Maybe the tour groups will fill it up.
Sure, yeah, and you could definitely book a tour, and it includes the walk up here, but It cost €6 for both of us, which I thought was pretty darn affordable.
Yeah.
And the views are absolutely stunning. Stairs are a lot if you have mobility issues,
Sure.
but if you don't, obviously they're not very narrow, so you shouldn't have to worry about being claustrophobic, and you can take your time.
They're easy stairs, yeah. Lots, but easy.
But look at the views. It's panoramic 360. It's amazing.
We get to sit outside today. It's a nice sunny day at our favorite place for coffee, Latte Cafe. Gelato today. And, you know, their cornetto, the plain one is just lovely. I didn't expect it to be so nice, but I can't pass up the raisins when I get them because when we leave Italy, sometimes you just don't have them.
So what do you think about the cafe here? Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Buonissimo. It's the flavors are just there, you know. It's not like I have to worry about anything. It's just beautiful. Very happy with this. Nice exhale. Just I don't know. Italy makes me happy. Makes me comfortable, you know. Just being able to walk around and find places to eat. Just shopping for cheese and meat and other little snacks feels so much healthier and just real. Everything feels real, you know?
So we're here at Arone.
I forgot what I got, but it's pasta tagliatelle,
Salsiccia and cingale.
no.
I know it has salsiccia.
Yeah, but it was pin. I don't know. Looks good. One of my favorite things about Italy is how many places have noodles that taste like they were just made. And these taste really good. Nice bite to them, and it's just so flavorful. And the sauce is great. It's mild. I thought it was supposed to be a little spicy, but it's just mild. It's tasty and tomatoey and delicious. The whole thing is fantastic. Cool. Porcini. Porcini, that's what it is. Had to taste it first. Buon appetito.
One of the pastas that we're always getting here is umbricelli. And my meal has roasted pomodoro, tomato, and also begos. That's how you pronounce it. It's a kind of cheese, and tons of herbs. It's very tasty.
Pasta looks amazing.
One of the things I really like is just, it's so firm. You know, it's very al dente, quite delicious. It doesn't feel too heavy because of the pomodoro. It's really good.
Yeah, roasted tomatoes look great too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lovely. Pomodoro arrosto?
Rosta bagosa. And I would even say these small little tomatoes are so flavorful. They almost remind me of sun-dried tomatoes because they're so packed with flavor.
Oh, I love that.
Really good.
Buon appetito. So we're at this restaurant right across this tiny alleyway from our Airbnb. That's our apartment door, and then on the other side of it is the restaurant door. We're sitting out in the street. There's a lot of tables in there. A lot of people went in, but apparently Judy thinks we're being redheaded stepchild. We're outside, not in the party, not with the cool kids. I don't care. We've got some really great pasta.
And it wouldn't be so bad. It's a little chilly out here, but we saw all kinds of people going in, and we're the only people outside.
Well, we spoke poor Italian, and they spoke good Italian. That's the kicker right there. Pecorino. Now this is lunchtime. We normally go at dinner for our meals, and lunchtime we just snack on stuff. Today we're flipping it because we're trying to get some video out. We decided let's see how we feel if we have our bigger meal during the day and we won't be so tired at night because we just have heavy pasta. Great pasta, great sauce, very close to us. Nothing to complain about here.
This is the umbricelli pasta, and it's got cingale, which is pork cheek.
Pork cheek isn't crisp. It's got a lot more flavor to it. So this is really good pasta. We're outside our door. Should have tried this earlier.
So we're here at a restaurant called Charlie.
Like a margarita, the buffalo, but it has some spice. It's called the originale. So it's got more of a kick. It's more like a
Diavolo.
not quite because it doesn't have the sausage on it, but it has red pepper flakes. So it's spicy enough. I ordered it specifically because it looked like it was a little bit interesting, and when you're at a place that has a special pizza, may as well go with it.
Yes, this was called the Originale.
Originale. So that's it, yeah. Delicious. Our waiter delivered this little cup of cafe, and it just smelled so good just when it got set down on the table. Just love the smell of Italian coffee.
So we're here at a restaurant,
Il Cuoco.
and this is the meal of the house. So it's umbricelli pasta with truffles and sausage and a cream sauce, and it looks absolutely delicious. Really good. It's a little bit salty. It's just really good. I have nothing bad to say. We're kind of hungry today, and this is just really hitting the spot. I've been getting a lot of red sauce, and thought I would try change it up a little bit. The white truffle. Really good.
Okay, I'm adding some cheese to mine because I have the Pomodoro
Amatriciana.
Mitriciana. This is a meal that I've had here several times in the city, and I think it's just a classic meal. Tomato sausage usually got a little spice, and as Judy said, the umbricelli is just a great noodle. Very nice bite. A little bit of pork in there. I will miss this when we leave Italy because this is such a go-to meal for me. Never makes me sad.
Well, fortunately, we'll be in Italy for another few weeks, so I think there's a lot more pasta and pizza in our future.
And the different cities have different favorite pastas, so that's the nice part. I mean, you kind of, that's why we're Orvieto, we're trying to eat what's local here. Judy's got a very local meal, and I'm trying to eat the local pasta too. Because when we go different places, you want to get the different things. That is just perfect. Don't normally get Dolce at restaurants. They're so full. But today, I had a lighter meal, so I figured I'd try a little cheesecake with Frutti di Bosco.
Fruit of the woods.
So good. I haven't had cheesecake in a while. So that's why I saw the little chalkboard of Dolce and went, oh, I gotta do cheesecake. Good choice.
And how would you say it's different than maybe what you would get in the United States?
I don't think it's so different. It's a little softer maybe in some places, but the fruit tastes really fresh. So
I think the cheese is usually a little bit different tasting, maybe not as sweet.
it's hard to tell. But this is smothered in Frutti di Bosco. So, delicious. Well worth it. Dolce time. You gonna try it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can twist my arm.
Kick it in there. Looks dark enough for you.
It is. And cacao nibs on top.
Oh, okay. Well, that
I'm not
makes sense.
quite sure what tonka beans are, but that's what the cream is.
Right.
It's tasty. It's good depth flavor.
Nice.
He's quite the versatile.
Good choice, then.
Very well. So Orvieto has quite a few underground places. There's St. Patrick's Well, which we aren't going to, but we are headed to Pozzo della Cava, which basically means quarry well. And it's been around since the Etruscan times, which 3rd century BC. We'll see what it's about. This entry area was a ceramic workshop from the 13th to the 16th centuries. And it's quite interesting how they've reconstructed some of the remnants of the pottery.
It's hard to believe how they've reconstructed something. So it was just a working facility till then?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, it says Pope Clemente VII sought refuge in Orvieto in 1527, and he commissioned the creation of 2 public cisterns and a well in the Cava district in case there was a siege here.
What is this?
Medieval garbage cans called the pits.
Oh,
Il butto.
buto. Garbage chute. Look at that. That's a long way down.
Although it says it was used to discard solid waste such as bones, as well as inorganic matter.
Yeah. You do what you gotta do, I guess. Wait a minute. You just read the crimes were covered up here?
It says that after it was closed in the 1600s, it then gained a bad reputation of being a place where crimes were covered up.
So the bone chute? That really was for crimes? Discard the bodies?
Could have been.
Oh, jeez. This place suddenly got very dark.
One of the nice things is that, of course, everything is in Italian, but there's also multiple languages so that you can do this as a self-guided tour and understand the various areas. And there's plenty of signs, so there's a lot of information if you're interested in learning all of the history. After just seeing a few of all of these ceramics, including the ones that have been reproduced, it's clear why Orvieto is such an important place for ceramics. And it sounds like the reconstructed versions you can buy in the gift store.
So they're not just restored, they are actual reproductions where anybody can have one.
If you look closely, it says temporary sale from last November.
Oh. Like a fire sale?
Yes.
Last chance to get the reproduced until next
One of a
season.
kind.
One of a kind until next season. So what are your thoughts on having these reproduced ceramics from the past?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that if you buy something like that, you are not necessarily owning a piece of history, but the very unique carvings on it are much better than maybe buying something from Pottery Barn that has no history whatsoever. At least you're kind of honoring the craftsmanship and the unique designs that were on these ancient artifacts.
As people would say, from the days of yore.
Exactly. The wells are made of volcanic sandstone, and this actually was considered a not desirable area because it's too low, and so there was definitely a hierarchy of the people who lived here, and it was considered the lesser people.
You said they were, when they went up the hills, they were going to Orvieto?
Yeah, even though this was, this is a 7-minute walk from the city center, people who live in this area still refer to visiting Orvieto as though they're on the outskirts of the city, which is really not the case.
Very silly. It was a good tour. Definitely worthwhile.
And it didn't take very long.
No, but really interesting how much history is down there.
So what did we spend for our time in Orvieto? For accommodations for 11 days, we paid $731.93, which comes out to $73.19 per night. Our 2-hour train ride from Rome FCO Airport to Orvieto was €34.90 for both of us. From Roma Tiburtina station to Orvieto, it's 1 hour and 21 minutes and only €18.90 for both of us. Orvieto's funicolare costs a mere €1.30 per person and includes a bus ticket to either the Duomo or Piazza della Repubblica. The stunning views from Torre del Moro were €3.80 apiece. Pozzo della Cava, the Well of the Quarry, tickets cost €4 apiece. Palace Cafe was only €4.80 for 2 cappuccini and 2 pastries. Cappuccino were only €1.30 apiece. Amazing. Gastronomia Arone cost €25.50. A glass of wine was €4. Bottled water was €1.50, and each of our entrees, ombricelli, pomodoro, arresto, and bagasse cheese for me, and tagliatelle, porcini, and salsiccia for Kevin were €10 apiece. Charlie was worth going twice. We paid €45 with a €2 cover charge. Kevin's originale pizza was €12. I had a vegetable soup for €10. Bottled water was €3. A glass of wine was €6, and a glass of Aran whiskey was €10. La Taverna del Etrusco's cover charge was €4. Bottled water was €2. A glass of house wine was €5. We split a salad for €5. Tagliatella al rogue was €14, and umbricelli al amatriciana was €10 for a total of €40. Dinner for 2 at Ristorante Il Coco was €46.50. A glass of house wine was €5. Bottled water was €2. My umbricelli coco was €17, and Kevin's umbricelli amatriciana was €17. Espresso at the end was €2.50. Bread and cover charge was €3 per person. Gelato at Pasqualetti was €3.40 apiece. Osteria della Mama Angela's cheesecake was €7. Espresso was €2. A glass of wine was €6. Bottled water was €3. Coperta was €2 per person, and each of our entrees was €14. My entree was chicken strips with orange, parmesan, and balsamic glaze, and Kevin enjoyed stuffed pasta with cheese, blistered tomatoes, and basil, all for €50 even.
Thank you so much for joining us on our travels to Orvieto. If you've enjoyed following along as much as we've enjoyed having you here, we hope you'd subscribe. And we'd also love for you to share our videos with your friends and family.
And check out findinggmarie.com, where you can find links, articles, and more information.
Until next time.
Until next time.